a day. Flag has stayed down this time. Now here's a chance for Millie Scott. Millie Scott! And Metro do get one back. For 1. And even though it may seem a little academic at this time of the season, if Metro were to pull another one back, they'd actually be back in the top 5. So just to explain that a bit further, Metro are currently 5th with 15 points. They came into this game with a -3 goal difference. Inter came into this game with 12 points and -8. As things stand, Inter go to 15 points and a -5 goal difference. And Metro would be on 15 points and a -6 goal difference. It's as close as that in the battle for 5th. And Metro won't get a point tonight, but if they can get another goal, that will change those ladder positions again. You might be able to see that a goal's been scored in the match on pitch number 3, which is the one in the background to this one. And in case you're wondering, you're seeing West Adelaide and Adelaide Uni colours out there. That is the reserves game between West Adelaide and Adelaide Uni. And their senior teams will be kicking off here shortly after the conclusion of this game between Inter and Metro. Sugihara under pressure but holding on. Box liked her game tonight as well. King doesn't quite get the ball under control. Scrambled away but pressure's on again. Keisha Price was back there, who's come onto the pitch for Metro and was able to get the ball to safety. Now she chases again, with King in pursuit for Inter. That's gone out for a goal kick. We're into the last few seconds before stoppage time on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And there will be, however, you would think, a few minutes of stoppage time, because we have had several injury breaks in this one. Here's Carrison. Still plenty of urgency from Metro. They probably know that finishing this game well is crucial for several reasons. Comley takes no chances there as the ball was just on the edge of the penalty area. Ball out for a throw for Chloe Mortimer. Stockdale just wanted to help that on. Another throw for Mortimer. Bustos. Jackson in the way, but Stockdale has it. That's going to be an Inter throw. Who tries to head on. He's kept it in. That's going to spin out now. Throw by Taylor. Nishitani in the way. Mortimer. Well, that was good play. But Scott's again just offside. Knox goes long in the direction of Charlie King. It's probably going to go out though. Oh, King ball was adjudged to have gone out for a throw. Thought for a moment that King had kept it in, but then taken it over the goal line. Here's Scott. Nishitani will deal with that, but that's hit the back of Stockdale's boot, and she'll get it back from Scott. Bustos. Cockgrove. And once again, the flag's gone up. Well, there's plenty for Metro coach Tony Mansueto to think about after this one. Really, several problems that I'm sure he will identify for the coming week. Areas that Metro simply can't afford not to improve. Inter, they've definitely improved in these last couple of weeks, and you can see that tonight. Mortimer has the ball there for Metro and can get it away, and it's going to go up for a throw-in. Yeah, just the areas that Metro need to deal with a little bit better. They've had problems defending corners. They've had problems winning second balls tonight. They've just continually been caught offside. I think that's probably enough to work on the training track, especially going into the Cup semi-final against the top team in the league. Knox should cover that ball off and get it back to Comley. Bit up and under, but Zoe Jackson has it. Comley again. Nishitani.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
They're back in the 5. And that is full-time at Service FM Stadium.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
After such
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Good evening and welcome to Service FM Stadium for Football SA's continuing coverage of Round 11 of the 2025 Apex Steel WNPLSA season. And it's a match that sees finals chasing Adelaide University hosting undefeated league leaders West Adelaide. It's a tough assignment tonight for Uni, and they're without a win in their last 4 matches, which has seen them just slip out of the WNPL's top 5. But they should feel confident after their recent performance, a 1-1 draw with Adelaide City, as it was a game in which their enterprising football should have been rewarded with a win. West Adelaide have the premiership in sight. With an 8-point lead on the table and 8 rounds to go, they can see the finish line approaching in their quest to again finish in top spot. It was mostly a tight encounter when these two sides met at Kilburn in round 2, with the scores level going into the last 15 minutes. West, however, emerged victorious, as they so often do. But there's some real interest tonight, as Uni have 2 recent additions to their squad who have recently worn West's blue and white. Millery Mullen, who was with West last year and with Adelaide United in the A-League W season, and Kelly Tataran, who was with West until just 2 rounds ago before a mid-season transfer brought her to Uni. It all adds intrigue to what should be a fascinating match, Adelaide University versus West Adelaide here at Service FM Stadium. And we'll do a quick run through the lineups. For Uni, it's Goldsmith in goal, a back 4 of Sophie Burke, Emily Bouchereau and Macy Borton and Molly Simmons. In midfield, it's Isabella Yaziello, Nicole O'Neill and captain Alicia Panagakos. And up forward, it's Millery Mullen, Kelly Tataran and Alana Fitzsimmons. Uni are coached by Duncan Song. For West, it's Erin Murphy in goals, a back 4 of Abby Burns, Gemma McFarlane, Victoria Costanzo and Hayley Wellington. And I'll just run through the rest of that once the whistle gets us underway. As you can see, West in the blue and white, Uni in the black. West will be kicking from left to right as you see it, and to the northern end here at Service FM Stadium. So yeah, they've got the back 4 of Burns, McFarlane, Costanzo and Wellington. In midfield, it's Anna Pritchard, Maddie Wright and Harriet Burnett. And up forward, Captain Nicole Blackett, Nina Yamada and Georgia Macri, and West are coached by Costa Jaric. Referee tonight is Alexander Diamond, and the assistant referees are Jarko Sopanen and Moath Ali. Really looking forward to this one, particularly with the players that have been recently in West Camp but now are with Adelaide Uni, taking on their former side. Here's McFarlane swinging the ball over to Blackett. Yamada. Yaziello just gets that away. Didn't quite hit Millery Mullen, but here's Tataran. Mullen wants to clip that over for O'Neill. That should be Erin Murphy's though. Claimed by the West keeper. Here's Abby Burns making her first start for the season. No Laura Johns tonight, so Hayley Wellington has switched from right back to left back, and Abby Burns has come in to the right back position. And there is Wellington in the left back role, coming up to take a throw. Blackett up the wing. Yamada. Uni players crowd around her and Simmons gets it away. And that ball just refuses to go out. It does eventually. And Costanzo can leave the ball for Wellington to take the throw in. Even though it's only round 11 of 18, just pause for a moment because Uni might be on the move here, but McFarlane clears. Pritchard. Simmons gets there ahead of the opposite number 12, Nicole Blackett. And even though it's only round 11, West may start to feel that the premiership, which is awarded for finishing top of the table, it's the championship that you win for winning the grand final, but the premiership is within sight. 8 points clear with 7 rounds to go, including this one. Pritchard, Yamada, good challenge. Yamada again gives it back to Burns. This time it's Panagakos in the road. It was Bouchereau that challenged Yamada earlier. And there's Alana Fitzsimmons making her first start for Adelaide Uni tonight since coming back from a long injury layoff. And Fitzsimmons has played a few rounds now as a sub, but it's fantastic to see her start for the first time since that ACL injury on the attacking right for Adelaide Uni this evening. They have a free kick, and Bouchereau will come over to take it. Plays right on the edge of the penalty area. Strong delivery, and the header on by Panagakos just flashes across for a goal kick. If West were to win tonight, they'd be just 5 wins away from clinching the championship with 7 rounds to go. And while that sounds like a lot, when you consider that they've had 9 wins and a draw coming into this game, they'd just be feeling that they'd be getting ever closer. Here's Matty Wright, who was excellent last week against Salisbury Inter, a match which was a very high quality match, and West ended up running out 3-1 winners. Costanzo trying to burst forward. There's Wellington, but Macy Borton came out to deal with that. The match that's going on pitch 3, which is the one behind this one, is between Salisbury Inter and Metro United Reserves. Those two teams just played their senior match on this pitch, and it was Salisbury Inter winning it by 4 goals to 1. Turned by Burns, but Bouchereau is there. Oh, went into Burns, got it away in the end. O'Neill tried to cushion the header, but it's Pritchard for West. Yaz Yellow, Mullen and Pritchard battling. In the end, it comes to Panagakos, who can work it away. And the weather's really died down in this game. Still a bit of wind out there blowing across the pitch towards the camera position, towards the way you're seeing the perspective. O'Neill's offside there. But in the first game here tonight between Inter and Metro, there was some real wild and woolly wind and rain. Costanzo's free kick across to McFarlane. Burns. Macri, 2-goal hero last week in her 350th game. That's going to be a bit too long for her though. Uni were very much in the game when they played at Kilburn in round 2 of this season. It's 1-1 with 15 minutes to go, but West came home strong. And they're trying to make this attack count. Burnett, challenged by Panagakos. Burke, Yaz Yellow. Pritchard just down at the moment. Play continues. Mullen. There's one by Wright. Good challenge in the end by Borton. Good challenge from both teams. Yamada wins it there off Mullen. And it's back with McFarlane. That was really the first sign, one of the first signs, that Uni were a much improved side this year, but just the last few weeks have haven't been kind to Uni. They drew at Adelaide City last week and they were desperately unlucky. A couple of times they got the ball into the goal. Well, one was ruled not to have crossed the goal line, and another time they did get the ball in the back of the net was ruled to be offside. Blackett and Sophie Burke will clear that, and well, let's just say they were both pretty close decisions. And they did lose to NTC 6-0 a couple of weeks ago, Uni, but the week before that they missed a penalty that would have given them a 3-2 win against Comets and had to settle for the draw there. So Uni, who came into this game in 6th position on the ladder and could get into the top 5 with it, would get into the top 5 with a win tonight, but their season, a much improved season from last year, could have been even better so far. Now Macri gives chase. The ball's going to beat her out though. Of course, they also have got, as well as getting Mallory Mullen and Kelly Tataran on board in recent weeks, Uni also have managed to snare the services of Adelaide United's Sarah Morgan. Morgan played against Adelaide City last week, but isn't available tonight, but will be for the remainder of Adelaide Uni's season. Some pretty handy additions. There's Sophie Burke with the throw. One of the few players on the pitch that's been at Uni for a long time. The pressure from Macri. Here's the clearance from Costanzo, and Panagakos and O'Neill went to that together. It's a really good challenge from Mullen to win it off Macri. Bouchereau. Goldsmith got it away just in time, but found Simmons. Tataran. It's been won for West by Costanzo, and now it's back with McFarlane. Murphy to McFarlane. Costanzo. And Blackett just trying to get the ball under control, under pressure. Simmons has put it out for a throw. Which Wellington will take. Towards Harriet Burnett, who tries to flick on. It's another West throw. Bouchereau will be able to clear there and find O'Neill, who gets the ball along to Tataran. Still Tataran. Simmons. There's right for West. Wellington. Once again, it's cleared, this time by Borton. Out for a throw. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel NPLSA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA proud supporters of Football South Australia. Here's Hayley Wellington with the throw for West. Towards Yamada. Yamada! Just wide of the goal. Doesn't need much of an opportunity, but that's going to be a goal kick. We're also partnered with Flinders University. Do you love the game? Why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. Here's Borton for Uni. It's a good ball. It's found Fitzsimmons. Wellington comes back to do the defensive work, and McFarlane. Blackett. And Burke just managed to get the feet on that before Macri could bear down on the ball. Long from Goldsmith. Here's McFarlane. Tataran for company. Wellington. Good battling by Uni, and Tataran can get it over to O'Neill here. O'Neill has Mullen centrally. Mullen! Great move. And new faces for Adelaide Uni combining well. Costanzo. Bouchereau's sliced that clearance a bit. Can Simmons keep it in? Yes. Puts it right up the line. And it is a throw in the end. For Wellington. Towards Yamada. Takes it around Borton. Puts it in board. And that's going to be a corner for West Adelaide. Captain Nicole Blackett, who had an excellent game last week, was at the heart of attacking moves, 2 of them that led to Georgia Macquarie's goals. And will swing it in. It's close to goal, and not sure what the last touch came off of. It is going to be a goal kick for Adelaide Uni. Another ball being called for. Borton brings it forward. It's gone to Costanzo. Macri. Costanzo. Well, that's been intercepted by Fitzsimmons, who wants to get that ball along for O'Neill. Uni have the numbers, West have the numbers, I should say. They look to build up the left again, but Simmons was in the way there, and Borton again. Wellington with the throw. Under pressure from Fitzsimmons. McFarlane. Former Uni player, of course. That's a good ball, but Burnett wasn't quite able to get onto it there. West continue to press. Not quite made that opening yet. Can they now? With Macri. And it nearly was kept in by Burnett, but it's out for a throw. Should say for a goal kick. Now West to build again. Here's Burns. Mullen wins it off her. Good play. Oh, but Wellington's won it off Fitzsimmons and keeps going. Put out by Simmons. So much of the play on the attacking left for West so far. Borton doing the defensive work, and Panagakos hooks it away. Pritchard. Costanzo. McFarlane. Yamada. Still Yamada. Pushing into the box. Still. It's taken 2 defenders to stop Nina Yamada, but West has another corner. Another chance for Blackett to deliver. It's gone short. And can McFarlane get on the head of that? Bouchereau headed it away. And this time it'll be a throw in on the right. Abby Burns to take. Very versatile player, Abby Burns. Just about put her in any position on the pitch. Pritchard trying to get the cross in, but Panagakos blocks. Pritchard. It's Tataran who came through there and might win it again. O'Neill. It's won by Burns. Yamada. Again, the players come to her. O'Neill. Oh, free kick's been given there. And it's within range for maybe Nicole Blackett or Hayley Wellington. Blackett goes up to it. Four in the wall for Uni. Panagakos just checking the angles with Evie Goldsmith. Or is it possible that Burns will take a hit? No, it's Blackett, and it was clipped in. It wasn't the direct shot, and then the direct shot from a ball was just coming down awkwardly there. It's gone out for a goal kick. And we are in the 20th minute on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's Adelaide University 0, West Adelaide 0. Smith. It's just gone back the wrong way off to Taran, but she can win it back. No, it's with Burnett. Wellington. Simmons wins that. And O'Neill just trot on the ball there. We'll get the free kick. Goldsmith coming all the way up to take it. I mentioned it before, but absolutely thumping kick, Evie Goldsmith. Like that. Tatara nearly got onto it, but it's going to be a goal kick. We have to go back to round 6 since Adelaide Uni's last win. It was a 2-1 win over Flinders. And some good performances since then. The draw with Comets and the draw with City as well. But I really feel they should have won those games and definitely want to get back into winner's circle soon. Get themselves back into the top 5. Of course, it bears repeating that, and I've mentioned it before this year, but it's a much improved season for Adelaide Uni. Could hardly have been worse than last year, with the team only narrowly avoiding relegation, with a stoppage time goal in the final match on this very pitch in a game against Comets. Oh, Goldsmith has thought for a moment there was going to be a real problem there for West, but Simmons cleared to safety. Throw in for Burns. Macri. 2 players for company, and Mullen clears up towards Tataran. It's a throw in. Kelly Tataran has scored 3 goals for West this season before making the move to Uni. They were all in the Cup. None of them were in the WMPL. probably should have been awarded a goal in the WNPL last week against Adelaide City, but was judged to have been offside. In what was her very first match for Adelaide Uni, just a week after playing her last game for West. Don't see a huge amount of transfers from one WNPL team to another in the middle of a season. But a great pickup for Adelaide Uni, Kelly Tatara, and of course she's back being coached by Duncan Song, and in 2021 she was the leading scorer in the Women's State League, which is the second tier of women's football here in SA, under the coaching of Duncan Song, and that got Modbury Vista promoted as champions, but unfortunately injury prevented her from playing in the WNPL in 2022, and Vista went down very narrowly in the end. And her and Song working together again for Adelaide Uni. Cross from Macri. All the deflection there off Borton, fortunately, went into the arms of Evie Goldsmith. Could have easily gone either side of the Uni keeper. Who goes long. Fitzsimmons tries to head on. O'Neill trying to get in there for Uni and takes possession. Still going O'Neill. Phelan able to get it back. Bouchereau. Mullen. Just miscues there, but might be able to keep it in. No. Macri. Of course, not only has Mel Mullen played at West Adelaide, but has been involved in some famous triumphs, was part of the treble winning team in 2022 and scored twice in the WNPL and WSL Cup final that year, in which West defeated Adelaide City. Fitzsimmons wins that well from Wellington. And that ball is just going to be a bit much for O'Neill to get onto it. We're just over 25 minutes in on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions, and they've flown by. Play's been quite fluid. West mostly been in attack, but not high on big chances yet. Can Georgia Macri change that now? Macri puts it in board, Bouchereau in the way. Mullen takes over for Uni. O'Neill gets it from Fitzsimmons, and Fitzsimmons keeps the run going. O'Neill now, Fitzsimmons, Costanzo will put it out. Rain has started to come down again. It's been a very, very wet evening here at Service FM Stadium. Of course, doesn't cause too much trouble on the synthetic pitch, with the water running off generally pretty quickly. It's going to be a Uni throw. Simmons. Wellington heads it back. Simmons in board looking for Yaziello, but here's Pritchard for West. Blackett. Bouchereau. Oh, Yamada's taken over. Goes down. Referee says you need to get up. Yamada's still on the ground. Pritchard. Play continues. Yamada has gotten back on her feet. Burns gets it back to McFarlane. McFarlane swings it out to where Blackett is. Simmons was there. Borton clears. O'Neill battling well. Takes on Wellington, who's also battling really hard with Fitzsimmons. Here's Tataran trying to turn. Good defending by McFarlane. Burnett. Blackett accelerates down the wing. Blackett. And goes out for a goal kick. But Blackett putting the foot down as she did very effectively last week as a creator for 2 West Adelaide goals. Thus far, Uni goal hasn't been seriously threatened, except perhaps for what was nearly an own goal from a deflection that, fortunately for Uni, landed in Evie Goldsmith's arms. What Uni haven't been able to do, though, is get Mullen and Tataran and Fitzsimmons really onto a through ball. That's a pretty good attacking trio if they can find the right move to get any one of those 3 forwards in play. Yamada will win the throw there. Burns. Macri. Burns, cross in. And Burke can clear up there, and so will Mullen. Costanzo gets it to McFarlane. Costanzo. Oh, Bouchereau's header might land for Macri there. And Burns. Macri. Straight at Goldsmith. Goes long. Towards Fitzsimmons. Here's Yaziello for Uni. Costanzo should get there first. Wellington's coming board. McFarlane. Costanzo has Wellington centrally again. Macri. Was given Burns a bit to do, but I think Burns will keep it in there. Overlapping. Good challenge by Mullen, who wins possession. Bouchereau clears up to O'Neill. And that's good. Inboard for Yaziello. Yaziello wants to get Fitzsimmons going. But good tracking back by Wellington. Just a bit of shuffling of the Uni players. O'Neill just swapping with Mullen at the moment. I think they're about to change that back. O'Neill dropping back into the middle. And certainly that's a flexibility that they have to move those players around. Ball comes towards Mullen now. Burns wins it. O'Neill. Oh, Pritchard was there for West. McFarlane, Burns. All the way back. Murphy to Costanzo. Blackett. Burnett. Pritchard. Burke was in the way, and here's Mullen. Under pressure from 2 West players. Wellington! Oh, it gave Goldsmith a bit to do there. Only scores bangers, Hayley Wellington. Won this season. A direct free kick. In an unbelievable match against Flinders United, which was the final goal in a 5-3 West Adelaide victory. Pritchard. Costanzo. Wellington. Blackett. Good challenge by Panagakos. Throw for Uni. Want to get O'Neill going. West have the numbers and will win the throw. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel NPLSA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA proud supporters of Football South Australia. And do you love the game? Why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. And we're coming up to 34 minutes here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's still Adelaide University nil, West Adelaide nil. Yamada. Turns. Tries to release Blackett. And the flag's gone up for offside. Goldsmith with the free kick. It's only going to find Pritchard though, but it might drop for Panagakos. Pritchard gets it back. Blackett. Burnett. Good challenge O'Neill. Now it's been swept out to Macri. Tries to get around Burke again. Burke will see that out. Burns to come up and take the throw. Macri holds possession well. Bouchereau will clear. Burnett. Burns. McFarlane. Here's Costanzo. Up to Macri on the right. And that ball in. Oh, Goldsmith didn't get there, but it was dealt with in the end by Borton. Yaziello. Burke. Good pressure from the West forwards, but that'll be a uni throw. O'Neill. Bouchereau. Oh, that's hit Macri at close range. And that's going to need to be checked out. Well, Macri's going to get up. Looks relatively okay, but I guess it kind of depends on where it hit Macri in the head. But that ball was travelling and did strike the West winger from close distance. She's on her feet though. Throw in for Burke. Headed on by Tataran. O'Neill tried to bring the ball down. Here's Macri for West. Good challenge, Mullen. Burke closed down. Here's Matty Wright. Pritchard. That might stay in. Macri. Corner given. Burnett to go over with Matty Wright short, if that is the play. No. Ball's going to be delivered into the penalty area. And it's headed away, not quite. Chance for Yamada. Cleared in the end. And it might come out to Fitzsimmons for Uni. And can they break here? Yaz Yellow is steaming forward. And that ball's just going to beat her out for a throw. So here's Burns. Macri. Oh, that's been intercepted by O'Neill. O'Neill now just turns. Mullen. Oh, it's just behind Mullen. Burns can play it back to Macri now. Pritchard's ahead of her. So's Yamada. Waits for the run to come from Burns. Burns gets the ball in, and Goldsmith can just see that over the crossbar. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. And do you love the game? Why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work, and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. Mullen. Ball's only going to find Costanzo though. Wellington can push forward here. Blacker. Back to Wellington. Cross in. Bouchereau's there. And Borton clears. O'Neill. It's really good in those situations. Yaz Yellow. Gives Mullen something to chase. Wright gets it back to Murphy. Across to McFarlane. Burns. Yamada. Oh, it's Miss Pritchard. Tataran under pressure from Pritchard there, who wins the ball. Here's Maddie Wright. Blacker. Costanzo. Uni's structure and shape has been very good so far tonight. And ball's now with Evie Goldsmith. Should be won by Costanzo and is. Breaks to Wellington and then Blacker. Burnett. Good pressure there from Simmons. O'Neill. It's gone out though. Just a few minutes left in this half, and pretty sure Uni will be pretty happy if they can keep the score as it is at half time. But now Blackett trying to help open the scoring for West. Oh, it's gone across the face of goal though. It's going to be a Uni throw. Headed back by Macri. O'Neill and Pritchard battling there. Burt gets it away. Tataran and Wright battle. It's going to be a Uni throw. I did cover the game that these two teams played at Kilburn in round 2, and did mention this stat that Adelaide Uni hasn't beaten West since 2019. Really tells you a lot about how these last few years have gone for both clubs. The 2020s have been excellent for West. They've been the best overall team in wins, draws and losses in the 2020s, West Adelaide. Just pause for a moment because Uni might be on the attack here. No, it's come back to Burns. Whereas Adelaide Uni have spent the 2020s struggling. Oh, that's a great reverse ball for Harriet Burnett. Burnett! It's deflected! And trying to get through there was Pritchard. It's going to be a free kick to Goldsmith, who looks like she might have taken a whack there in that little scramble. Yeah, throughout the 2020s, Adelaide Uni have really, really struggled. And they were such a good side from about 2015 to 2019. They'd finish 4th or 5th most seasons, occasionally getting into the finals, but really fell away after that. Now Goldsmith looks like she's got a bit of a problem here, which is not good news for Uni if that's the case. The reserve keeper is Bianca Lavista. She is getting readied in case she needs to come on. And, well, this really doesn't look good at all. Lavista is warming up now, which does suggest that in a way, that suggests the change is going to be made. And I'm not actually sure what injury Goldsmith has, but it doesn't look good at all. Well, she is up, actually sitting and talking, and we shall see what happens. Well, that looks like the symbol, or the signal I should say, to make a substitution that was given by the Uni trainer there. And that might be what happens, and great opportunity for Lavista, but young keeper, but it's with all due respect to her, it is a blow with someone of the stature of Goldsmith to come out, who has been absolutely outstanding so far this season. I'm just wondering if Goldsmith is going to need to be carried off the field. She's on her feet. She's just going to walk off. But is this a permanent change? Well, the Vista has come to the interchange gate, and so it does look like the change is going to be made. Yes, La Vista's on the field. And certainly Goldsmith is hobbling. I hope it's not something that's going to sideline her for a long time. And this is going to be a strange old couple of minutes going into the half-time break. At least then everyone can reset. Can't be that long to go. Burnett, Pritchard, McFarlane, Uni have it now through O'Neill. Quite get it through. There's going to be a free kick to Uni though. might they take this opportunity to drive the ball deep into the penalty area? Might be the last action of this first half. Bouchereau. It's towards Tataran. Mullen just couldn't quite get the ball to sit. Yellow, that's going to be claimed by Murphy. Play continues. Costanzo. Borton in the way, but here's Yamada. Borton managed to get it to O'Neill though. And clears again. Right. Simmons for company. Ball's gone out. And the halftime whistle has gone. Just a reminder that next week, certainly West Adelaide will be back here for the semi-finals of the WNPL and WSL Cup. The league will take a break for a week while we see the last four in action in Cup competition. The two matches will be played on the Saturday afternoon, June the 14th, here at Service FM Stadium on pitch 1 at 1 o'clock. It's Football SA NTC against Salisbury Inter, and at 3:30 it's West Adelaide against Metro United. But right now, in round 11 of the Apex Steel WNPL competition here at Service FM Stadium, the score on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions is West Adelaide 0, Adelaide Uni 0. Don't go anywhere. Looking forward to bringing you the second half in about 12 minutes' time.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
And he's done so, and he's made it 2-0. Contender for goal of the week. He's noticed Magello off his line, and he's chipped him from about 25 yards out and has taken a 2-0 lead.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
What I'm excited about, like the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
The community came to government to express their concerns about young people. It is our role to listen and it's our role to act.
There's so many kids wanting to play the game from all walks of life.
African Youth Program was established to help Africans with sport, cultural identity, mentorship.
Having a program that's going to target the African children, given it's their sport of choice, presents a huge opportunity to link participation in football with education, which is a perfect mix.
I think the African Youth Program will be a very inclusive program with different teams, different schools coming to play with us.
It's like a very big opportunity to expand skills, knowledge, and in different areas of life.
Most of the kids will grow from this program to be able to become valuable, positive contributors in our society.
Like a voice to be spoken with and not being scared to show your skills.
This empowerment program has many different aspects to it, and of course sport is one of those, but it's actually really about finding your place in the world.
I think everybody's pushing in the one direction to make sure that we can make a real difference.
It's not just a game, it's a very passionate sport that millions of people around the world love to play. That's what football is.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Has a little bit of space, takes it down nicely, and plays a nice sweet ball to Millie Scott. Scott on the run now has a shot, and she's beaten her opponent to the far post and opened the scoring for Metro United. Fine goal by Millie Scott, and it's 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Rushes aside, great, comes out to Hadaj. She finds Mansueto at the far side, she's onside. Nice touch by Mansueto to pass her opponent, she struck that beautifully, and Metro United have got themselves back ahead. After some fine work on the far side of Victoria Mansueto. It's 2-1.
Back to Noto again, just putting a ball into the centre. Could this make it number 5? Good save from Lucas.
That ball clipped over for Rojas. The flag has stayed down. Rojas to restore Flinders' lead. Saved. The edge of the penalty area, you would imagine. And the ball might break here. Box! Oh, great save, Jenner. It might still fall for Box.
On the back of the announcement and the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will also benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up, and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given a professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Welcome back to Service FM Stadium for this round 11 match in the Apex Steel NPLSA season of 2025, and it's between Adelaide University in the black and West Adelaide in the blue and white. Adelaide Uni coming into this game in 6th spot and on 13 points. They've gone down to 7th with Salisbury Inter defeating Metro United in the first game on this pitch. And the equation for Uni getting into the top 5 tonight is pretty simple. They've got to win. That would put them into the top 5 undoubtedly, no matter what happens in matches elsewhere tonight. Comets are playing Football SA NTC or tomorrow. But of course, they are playing the league leaders and an undefeated West Adelaide. 9 wins and 1 draw from their 10 matches in the league. But they'll be pretty pleased with the way the first half went. They might not have had much joy in attack, Adelaide Uni, but they were really well structured and kept West Adelaide to very, very few chances. And the score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor LED solutions as the second half is about to kick off is Adelaide University 0, West Adelaide 0. We're just waiting on the referee's whistle, and we are away with Uni kicking off, and they're kicking from left to right as you see it towards the northern end here at Service FM Stadium. Burke, Bouchereau, just trying to work it up the attacking left. Bouchereau might go for long. No, tried to pass it through to Yaziello, but it's with Burnett. Macri. Pritchard's made a way into the middle, but the cross won't come in. It's been brought back into West's defence. Here's McFarlane. Of course, the big talking point from the first half was an injury to Uni keeper Evie Goldsmith, and that's meant that she's had to take no further part in this game. And the reserve keeper, Bianca Lavista, is between the sticks for Uni for the second half. That injury occurred just a couple of minutes, with just a couple of minutes of the first half to go. And Lavista is yet to be tested. Of course, there's plenty of players in this west side who can provide very testing shots indeed, including this one, Nina Yamada. It's come out to Fitzsimmons. Pushes forward. The ball's going to skid along though to Evie Goldsmith. It can be quite hard on this surface, particularly when there's been a lot of rain, to play those through balls and time them correctly, because they do tend to skid on a little bit. Here's Costanzo. We've seen it a lot in both games here tonight. Players just trying to play that through ball, but finding that it just runs onto the keeper. Oh, Fitzsimmons has robbed Costanzo. Fitzsimmons now bearing down on goal. Tries to get the shot away. Well done by Alana Fitzsimmons, but was just always that little bit too wide of goal. And there was really nothing coming through the middle. And Costanzo got away with that. Here's Wellington. Yamada. Oh, that's good. Burnett now, a chance at the other end, but Burnett's been closed down, and a good challenge there from Simmons. It's going to be a West Adelaide throw. Hayley Wellington, the left back tonight, with Laura Johns unavailable. And Abby Burns has gone to right back, where Wellington has played most of the season. Fitzsimmons. Tataran leaves it for Mullen. Mullen just wanting to get O'Neill through there, but Costanzo in the way. Macri. Good defending there by Burke. It's been a good match-up, these two. Macri. Mullen takes over. Yaziello. Burke. Mullen. O'Neill. Pritchard wins it, but only goes so far, and Yaziello has it. Panagakos might have shown too much of that to Blackett. Macri. O'Neill has it for Uni. Good battling by both sides. It's a good contest. Wright gets it back to McFarlane, who gets it back from Burns. Costanzo. McFarlane goes the long ball. Now trying to get onto it now is Wellington. Keeps it in, but will need to go back to deliver the cross. Yaziello's there. It falls to Yamada. Blackett trying to get Yamada back through a Wellington, but LaVista comes out and claims. Now, looks like a player's lost a boot there, and the referee says you need to keep playing. Simmons is back on her feet now, has quickly got the boot back on. And there's action at the other end with O'Neill. Has two West defenders for company. Wins the throw, which Simmons can now come up and take. Been very impressive this year. Has played at both right back and centre back. And now Uni have the ball in the attacking penalty area, but Mullen is going the wrong way. Can she turn back? Mullen did well, but was blocked by McFarlane. Mullen wins possession again. Throw in. Yeah, really enjoyed what Molly Simmons is doing so far this season for Uni. It only made three starts in the WMPL before this year with NTC. Now, it's come out to Yamada for West. Good defending by Burke, and gets it all the way back to LaVista. Fitzsimmons turns well. Tataran wants to get the ball out to the attacking right, but the offside flag has gone up. Haven't seen any changes yet. Plenty of options for both coaches. Might go through those in a second. Right. Oh, that's just gone behind Wellington. Throw in for Uni. Simmons. O'Neill heads it on nicely for Fitzsimmons. Straight into Costanzo there, and is that going to spin out for a corner? It will. Coming over to take it is Mallory Mullen. Can Uni conjure something up here and really put some huge interest into this game? Mullen's corner. It's going to be headed away though. And West are going to be able to clear here. Oh, but it's only gone as far as Simmons. Yaz yellow. That's a good ball out to Mullen again. Oh, and that's in for Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons puts it across. Oh, O'Neill was there. And that was a good move by Uni. They just needed that last bit of coordination. It's a free kick to Yamada. And the yellow card's been shown to Borton, I think. And Wellington probably just in her range. Can she be the first to test Uni's fresh goalkeeper on the field? Wellington, it's just clipped over. La Vista takes confidently. Simmons. Well, just her and Fitzsimmons not quite on the same wavelength there. Throw in for Wellington. Blackett is up the wing and heads on to Yamada. Put out by Simmons again. Having a lot of fun with Simmons and Fitzsimmons on the Adelaide Uni right.
Go Westie!
Wellington's throw. Well, the header's gone back into the penalty area. Bouchereau gets it away. Throw in. Wellington again put out by Simmons. Yamada. It's going to go out for a goal kick, and just want to remind you all of one of the extraordinary statistics of the season, and that's with Nina Yamada, who, as well as being the runaway leader as top scorer, with 15 goals in 10 WNPL matches, and has also scored 2 in the Cup for West. It's going to be picked up by Murphy. Yamada's scored in every game. All 10 league matches so far for West, and both cup matches, for that combined 17 goals in 12 games. And that ball should be La Vista's. And hasn't scored yet tonight. Still a long way to go. But Uni have defended well this evening. Haven't really given much away. Now, can Tataran get onto that? Again, the ball just runs through to Murphy. McFarlane. Burns. It's back to Murphy. It's a fascinating game. West, who often dominate teams, haven't played badly tonight, but they haven't found any real cutting edge either. And for that, I think some of the credit goes to their opponents. Here's Burnett. Costanzo. Finds Macri. Takes on Burke again. That's a good ball in. Bouchereau brings it under control, but it's back with Macri. And Bouchereau gets it out again. Macri battling away again. Uni may have the numbers. Yamada putting on the pressure. Oh, and it might have worked. Yamada! Oh! Great save. La Vista. First real test, and it was Nina Yamada from point blank range. And Uni's keeper came up strong. But they have a corner now, West. La Vista gets a hand away again. Blackhead tries to put it back in board. Simmons tries to get it away and does. Burns. Goes the shot. Long kick. Might find O'Neill. O'Neill. Now, Fitzsimmons! Alana Fitzsimmons! Numbers were there for West in the end. And Wright brings it away and gets it to Blackett. Throw-in's been given to Uni there. And no, and once the check was made with the assistant referee on that side, who is Moath Ali, it's been correctly given to West. Just waiting for the restart. Looks like Chloe Richardson has come on for Uni. Yamada holds on and forces the corner. Blackett's delivery now. Again, it's close to goal. And again, it's just scrambled away. Here's Richardson getting the first touch on the ball since coming on. Simmons, Richardson, Yaziello. Good defending there by McFarlane, but has put it out. And it's a straight swap really, with Richardson coming on for Alana Fitzsimmons. Will go straight to that attacking right position. Now, O'Neill might just run onto that, but again, it's just found its way through to Murphy. And Richardson, not a bad option to bring on if Uni are looking for a goal. They have not been prolific scorers. Their leading scorer is Nicole O'Neill, who has 5, but Richardson's the only other player in double figures with 2. Simmons is having a great game. Richardson. O'Neill. It's gone out. Blackett to take the throw. Pritchard. Mullen. She have an impact against her old side. Good challenge there by Tatara. No, it was ruled to be a free kick. We are 62 minutes into this match on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's still Adelaide University nil, West Adelaide nil, but West driving a free kick into the box. It's going to go out for a goal kick though. And just a bit of frustration among some of the West players. They're not lacking for any attacking strength really. The only real omission tonight is Laura Johns, a great player, but you wouldn't think that this West lineup would be too blunted by John's absence in an attacking sense, particularly with someone of the quality of Abby Burns coming into the side. But they just haven't been able to make it pay yet against what has so far been a very disciplined and hard-working Adelaide Uni side. But there's still a long way to go. Probably half an hour including stoppages. Pritchard. Under pressure from Mullen. That's a Uni throw. Burke to take. Won by McFarlane. Mullen. Burns faces Mullen, who tries to get around the players, gets a good cross in. Wellington got an important foot. Yes, yellow. Murphy gets the ball away. Headed there by Costanzo. Yamada. Blackett. Oh, and Burke nearly loses out to Macri. Macri! It's hit the post and stays out. Burke, Macri challenging again. Wins back possession. Tataran comes and wins it, and now Yazielo can take the ball in the other direction, maybe counter-attack for Uni, but that's only going to find Wellington. Under pressure though, this is good pressure from Richardson, has won the ball. Oh, and Tataran slipped at the vital moment. The game maybe just going up a little notch. Wellington now trying to get it forward. Simmons is in the way again. Wellington finds Blackett. Wants to win the corner and does. Blackett to deliver again. Can they break the deadlock here, West? It's close to goal. Oh, it has been headed back. The ball stayed out. As you can see from the flag, it's this delivery from here is into the teeth of the wind. Similar delivery from Blackett again as far as where she was trying to put it, but on that occasion it's gone out for a goal kick. And the longer it stays at this scoreline, you just have to wonder how much more Costa Jaric will see before he decides to turn to his bench. And in fact, I think that's just happened because I've just seen Anna Pritchard walk off and Emma Ryan is on. And so is Lily DeCola's on and is on the ball there now. And Emma Ryan's on as well, I think, for Macri. And no surprise really, because you did feel like we're getting to the point of the game where if nothing's worked so far, you need to make a change. McFarlane, Costanzo, DeCola. Yazielo comes through. Richardson won't be able to keep that in. Throw in for Wellington. Blackett. It's gone straight into Panagakos, and Richardson's there and DeCola's there. Simmons. DeCola comes through and challenges. Holds on to the ball. Richardson comes in and challenges, and Simmons is down and in a lot of trouble here, I think. But the play's been allowed to go on. Richardson goes forward for Uni. Wants to get the ball out to Mullen. Simmons is back on her feet, so not in trouble, which is good. Now, Yamada is onside here. Bouchereau gets it away. It's really lifted here at Football SA headquarters, Service FM Stadium. Yamada. Blackett. Bouchereau. Sends it a long way. Oh, it's gone off Costanzo. And Uni will get a throw there. O'Neill. DeCola wins it. Blackett gets it forward. La Vista. Borton. Good ball. Oh, and just slipped past Tataran. McFarlane. Here goes Ryan. Still Ryan. Brings it back in ball. Burnett! Oh, yes, Yellow did so well. And holds on to the ball. And gets it forward up to Mullen. They're battling Adelaide Uni. They still have, though, more than 20 minutes to continue to do so against this powerful West Adelaide outfit. Panagakos, the blue and white shirts had the numbers. Blackett. It's only going to find Simmons for Uni, who can push into the space. But showed too much of it in the end to Wellington. Borton, though, will be able to clear. Owen McFarlane. Costanzo's going to have to do the retrieval work. Richardson challenges really well. Richardson now. Tataran's in the middle. Richardson. Oh, it's gone behind Tataran. McFarlane's able to get it to Wellington, but there's been some uncharacteristic mistakes at the back from West. But now DeCola has some space. Puts it onto the attacking right. It's a good ball. That's going to go out for a goal kick. And we can draw breath. Bouchereau. DeCola wins the header. Headed on by Ryan. Well, Bouchereau came through strongly there. Burke with the throw in. It's going to be another one for Adelaide Uni. Sophie Burke's reward for doing so well against Georgia Macri is that she has to deal with the speedster Emma Ryan, who West are trying to inject to see if she can break that Uni defence open. Bouchereau again. Panagakos. Here's Yaziello. Trying to stab it forward towards Tataran. McFarlane gets it away. Tataran might get it back. No, McFarlane. Here's Mullen. Can switch the ball to where Simmons is coming forward from right back, but Wellington's won it. Here's Richardson. Just lets the ball go. Gets on with it. Simmons. Under pressure from Wellington. That'll be a free kick to Wellington. The crowd's starting to get involved here. As this game continues to seem to lift its tempo. Bouchereau's goal kick. It's gone backwards off right, and chance here for Mullen. Sorry, it's O'Neill that has it. Oh, and that's a good cross, but it's just gone out. Goal kick for Murphy. Here's Wellington. Gives it back to Costanzo. McFarlane. Bouchereau should clear and does. Well, I hate to mention it to anyone listening that is in the uni camp tonight, but it was at about this time when these teams met at Kilburn that West put the game away. It was 1-1 going into the last 15 minutes when these two teams played in round 2. West ended up winning that 3-1. Will they find a winning goal in the last quarter of an hour here? McFarlane drives it towards where Blackett is. Simmons got it away. It's been kept in, but swung back by Costanzo. Burke. And a shot from Burnett. Oh, that wasn't too far away. Bouchereau. O'Neill. Burnett takes over, gets it to McFarlane. Oh, that's a really good challenge by O'Neill. O'Neill now, they're bearing down on her, but here's Richardson, and that's a good ball. Tataran! Saved! Oh, but then it was spilled again. Oh, Richardson kept it in. Might have been better just letting the ball go for a throw. But will be a uni throw in the end. And it was a good save from Murphy to deny Kelly Tataran. O'Neill, who's just really continuing to be a presence in attack for Adelaide Uni. Panagakos, but Burnett wins it. Challenged by Mullen. Ryan. Oh, that might break to Yaziello. And Uni might be away again here. Tataran! The goal is proving elusive for Kelly Tataran. But she was very, very close. McFarlane. Burns. Great work again by O'Neill, just really continuing to pressure West Adelaide defenders when they have the ball. Burke's throw. This has turned into a really, really good game of football. Yaziello's header. Costanzo comes through. Won by Bouchereau for Uni. Here goes Matty Wright. Good ball for Ryan. Is this the moment for West? Ryan punched away by La Vista, but Ryan has it again. Burns. Goes the shot. It's deflected. Bouchereau gets it away. I lost count of how many clearances Bouchereau has made in this game. My goodness. But that Uni back four has been excellent so far tonight. Can they continue to be for the rest of the game? It takes a lot to hold out this West side. That's offside. And just to remind you, West Adelaide have scored 36 goals in the first 10 rounds. 3.6 a game. It's how easily they seem to find the back of the net, but not so far tonight. DeCola. Again, it's good defending. Borton bringing it forward, and now Tataran. Tataran again. West players all around her, tries to take them on. It took Wellington in the end to get a touch. Back to Murphy. Murphy wants to get Wellington going, who's doing a power of work. Driving forward, Hayley Wellington. Hayley Wellington! Oh, nearly recreating the famous goal she scored for NTC a couple of years ago in the finals against Adelaide City with a surging run. But again, the Uni defence holds up. And they've got just over another 10 minutes to do so. DeCola battling through. The ball's been cleared. Blackett tries to find Yamada. That Uni have done such a good job containing her so far. But West will keep pushing right to the end. Wellington's throw again. Towards Yamada again. Pedagakos in the way this time. Another throw. Again. But this time it's Blackett. Bouchereau in the way. DeCola. Oh, and O'Neill came through to make sure DeCola didn't get a shot away and gets the ball back from Richardson. O'Neill. Can Richardson keep that in? No. Throw in for West. And they'll get another one. With Richardson putting the ball out. Yamada. Turns. Slips the ball through for Blackett. Blackett wants to get the shot away. And Ryan! No. Good interplay there between Blackett and Yamada. But still, West's search for a goal continues. You have to go back to round 6 of last season. For the last time, West Adelaide didn't score in a home and away match in the WMPL. Of course, they didn't score in the grand final last year against Inter, but in the normal season, they scored in every game and won every game after a round 6 loss to Adelaide Comets. It's been a long time since anyone's held them scoreless, and they have only 8 minutes to change that, plus stoppage time. But they don't have the ball right now, with O'Neill trying to get it up the wing. Oh, but it might break for Yamada. No, Yaziello gets there first. O'Neill gets it forward. Tataran gives chase. It's going to go out for a throw. Well, a lot of people aren't crazy about 0-0 draws. It might not finish that way, but no one would say this has been a boring game. Here's Mallory Mullen. There's nothing boring about her. Trying to get it the angle to make a cross, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Costanzo. Wellington. Richardson comes to challenge again. Still going Wellington. Holds off the challenge and gets it to McFarlane. McFarlane looking for Ryan up the wing. Burke will win the header, but it falls to Burns. Here's Mullen. Mullen and Burns doing battle. That's going to be a throw in for the West right back tonight. DeCola battling with Panagakos there. Ball will spin back and to the advantage of Burnett. Now, it's a free kick. Burns to deliver. There are lots of West players forward. In fact, they've got 8 in the box. Oh, it's gone over everyone. And out for a goal kick. Hope you're enjoying the game. I'm sure you are. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. And do you love the game? Why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. O'Neill. McFarlane gets in the road. They're trying to swing the ball across to Richardson, but it comes to Yaziello. Costanzo comes through. Panagakos plays it to Simmons. That's a good ball. Tataran. Up against Burns now. Still Tataran. Holds on. Richardson. Has Simmons in support. Richardson goes around Wellington. Gets a good ball in. Headed away. Tataran! Oh, when Burns got in the way. It might break. The offside flag's gone up. Oh, wow. We are into the last 5 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Adelaide University nil, West Adelaide nil. Panagakos' header. Away by Costanzo. There's O'Neill again. Richardson. Blackett turns. Simmons gives chase. Blackett has Yamada centrally. 2 players for company, but Blackett holds on. Eventually gets away from Simmons and switches the ball. But it might break for O'Neill. Tataran. McFarlane gets it forward for West. Here's Panagakos, can bring it under control. And Richardson now to give chase, but Costanzo should cover that off. Back to Murphy. McFarlane. Burns. Another throw in. Bouchereau puts that one out. Burns. Ryan can get it ball in. Oh, and I think it's gone for a corner. It has. Chance for West Adelaide, and of course from that side the ball will pick up pace with the wind, which is blowing, as I've mentioned before, towards the camera position. It gets towards Yamada. Borton got it away. Here's Burns. Matty Wright. Wants to get it out to the attacking right where Burnett is. That's a good ball in. Bouchereau. Burns gives chase. And back to Murphy. Time to announce the power player of the match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks. It really had to be a member of Adelaide Uni's back four, who have all been outstanding. And tonight, the power player of the match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, is Emily Bouchereau. But every time I make a power player of the match announcement, something happens. Is it going to happen now? Blackett brings it inboard. Bouchereau again. DeCola tries a shot. That's out for a goal kick. It seems cruel, but if Adelaide Uni do hang on for a point, they still will have lost a position on the WMPL ladder this evening, because they started the night on 13 points. They'll go to 14 and put themselves within 1 point of a final spot, but Salisbury Inter have leapfrogged them by beating Metro United to go to 15 points. But could there be a late goal? Panagakos. There's still enough time, about 60 seconds away from stoppage time, of which there'll be a few minutes, you would think, for one of these teams to find a winner. McFarlane. Burns. Back to Murphy. Costanzo. Blackett now. Borton wins that well. And Simmons wins it. Like I said, you could have given it to any one of the Adelaide Uni back four for this performance. Wellington. Oh, that's gone out. O'Neill has played a good game as well. Blackett wins it. Yaziello gets it away. Throw in for Uni. Simmons. Oh, Richardson wasn't able to keep that in. Wellington quickly. Simmons wins another header. They're pushing for a last minute winner. West Adelaide. But they might be in trouble here. Kelly Tataran, though, hasn't got any support yet. Tataran now has it inside with O'Neill. Back to Tataran, who gets the ball across, but that's going to be straight to Murphy, who gets on with it. They still want the 3 points. Yamada, will she finally be kept scoreless? Well, she's going to be fouled, and that'll give West Adelaide a chance to put one into the penalty area. Again, they've thrown a good amount of numbers forward. Abby Burns to deliver. It's low. Blackett. Burnett! Goal kick. We've played about a minute and a half of stoppage time. And only tonight's referee, Alexander Diamond, knows how much time there is left. Bouchereau. Ball's been headed on, but it's going to be a West throw. What a game this has been. And I think, no, the throw's just going to have to go back a little bit further. Now, McFarlane clears. Richardson's under it and heads well. O'Neill. come to surround her again. Gets the ball out really well to Richardson, though. Richardson. Well done, Wellington. Borton's going to clear, though. Straight to McFarlane. To Costanzo, I should say. And that is full time. An absolutely outstanding performance by Adelaide Uni against the league leaders. It's extraordinary to put it in these terms, but it's going to be their 5th game without a win, Adelaide Uni, which just seems remarkable given how well they've played tonight and how well they've played in recent weeks. But they will pick up a point at least to get them within 1 point of the finals positions, and they can be justifiably delighted to have held out this West Adelaide side to become the first team to stop them from scoring this season, to become the first team to stop them scoring in a home and away match for more than a year, and stop Nina Yamada scoring as well. The first game that Yamada has not scored in all season. And they could have even pinched it with a couple of chances they had, Adelaide Uni. And I don't want to talk all about them because there are 2 sides out there tonight, but you know how good West are. Their record this season has been unbelievable. 9 wins and a draw coming into tonight. But they were stopped in their tracks by a Uni side which played outstanding football, were really, really well organised, and huge credit to them for that performance. Just a reminder that the round concludes tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. It's Campbelltown City against Flinders United at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre, and at 5:30 it's Burkalla against Adelaide City at Jack Smith Park. And next weekend it's Cup semi-final time on Saturday, June 14 at 1 p.m. Football SA NTC against Salisbury Inter. That's on pitch number 1 here at Service FM. And following that game, also on pitch 1 at Service FM at 3:30 p.m, it's West Adelaide against Metro United. Been a great night of football. Just a reminder also that Salisbury Inter defeated Metro United 4-1 here in the first game on this pitch. Hope you have a great long weekend.